Is it safe to say that Devonte Adams and Aaron Rodgers will stay together though?
I would imagine so. If if they're both in Green Bay, obviously they're both together. I think if Aaron Rodgers returns to Green, I think Devonte Adams is going to be back in Green Bay regardless because the Packers aren't going to let him hit free agency. They're either going to franchise tag him or extend him, or franchise tag him and then extend him at some point. So Aaron Rodgers obviously is a different story. He obviously has more of a chance to either retire or play elsewhere. I did think that a while ago there was a chance they both played for the Broncos because they have a bunch of cap space. You know, both those guys love Nathaniel Hackett. And obviously, you know, what team wouldn't want both those guys? But how many teams would be willing to part with, let's say, 3 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and a player or 2 players for who have been the best quarterback and best wide receiver in the NFL the last 2 seasons? I know Cooper Kupp was better this year, but overall the last 2 seasons. But I don't know if any team would be willing to give up that much. Maybe the Broncos would, but that's why I think it's a lot less of a chance they end up together if they both leave. Whereas I think Devonte stays, and I think if Devonte is back, that gives Aaron Rodgers much more of a reason to come back. And I think ultimately both of them are back here in Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that feeling too. But if they did leave, Packers would be forced into a rebuild, don't you think?
They could be. It all depends on how good Jordan Love is. I mean, only they really know. They could try a formula like the 49ers with a mediocre quarterback. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo's anything too special, but a really good running game, a dominant offensive line, and a really good defense. And with those picks and with that cap space that they would be able to free up by not having Devonte Adams and Aaron Rodgers on the team, if that were to happen, they could help bolster their run game even more, not with running backs, but with offensive linemen. Because AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones are obviously really good already, but to bolster their defense even more, maybe keep both Devondre Campbell and Rasul Douglas instead of just one, upgrade on the defensive line, upgrade at pass rusher. So listen, the 49ers have showed that it can work the last couple of years, getting to the Super Bowl, getting to an NFC championship game with a guy like Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback. I'm not saying Jordan Love is on Jimmy Garoppolo's level because he's probably not yet, but not having a superstar quarterback and relying on a running game and a defense to get you there is something that can work. So I don't know if it would be a rebuild. That I don't think Packer fans ever want to hear that word because the past 30 years have not been a rebuild with who they have at quarterback. And I still think there's a way around not rebuilding, even if they lose Aaron Rodgers. But I think that's a scenario that the Packers fans don't even want to imagine right now.